Your abs already exist. Right now. On your body. Hidden under there. But here's the brutal truth. Most people will never see them. Not because they don't work hard enough. Not because they don't care. But because they're spending hours doing the wrong exercises. Hundreds of crunches. Pointless leg raises with zero tension. Core routines that look impressive but actually do almost nothing. What if I told you that 5 specific exercises, done correctly from your living room floor, can build the kind of core that turns heads? And exercise number 4? That's the one almost everyone either skips or does completely wrong. Stay with me. Look, I know exactly where you are right now. You've tried this stuff. The YouTube of workouts with 200 reps. The 30-day challenges. The planks every morning. And maybe you've made some progress, but the results just don't match the effort you're putting in. Your core feels stronger, sure. But the six-pack? Still hiding. Still buried. Still frustrating. And then you go online and see someone built like a Greek statue saying, "Just do crunches, bro," and you want to flip your phone across the room. Here's the real problem. Most of routines are built around volume, doing more. But your core doesn't respond to volume the same way your legs or chest do. It responds to tension, range of motion, and progressive overload. That's it. Nobody told you that. And that gap in knowledge has been costing you months, maybe years, of results. In this video, I'm going to give you the 5 exercises that actually build a six-pack. No gym, no equipment, no excuses. Each one is backed by how your abdominal muscles actually work biomechanically. I'll break down exactly why each move works, what muscles it hits, how to do it right, the mistakes that kill your gains, and how to make it harder as you progress. If you follow this, you won't just feel the burn. You'll see the results. What's up? I'm 02X Fit, and on this channel we cut through the noise and give you training that actually works. If you're new here, hit subscribe because we drop science-backed fitness content every single week. Let's get into it. Exercise 1. We're starting with the dead bug, and before you scroll off thinking this is too basic, just wait. This exercise is a staple in elite athletic training programs for a reason. It targets your deep core stabilizers, specifically the transverse abdominis. That's the muscle that wraps around your spine like a natural weight belt. Strengthening it is the foundation of every visible ab you'll ever build. Lie flat on your back. Arms straight up toward the ceiling. Knees bent at 90 degrees, lifted up. Now, slowly lower your right arm behind your head while simultaneously extending your left leg out, without letting your lower back peel off the floor. That's the key. The moment your back arches, you've lost the exercise. Bring it back. Switch sides. Slow and controlled the entire time. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per side. The most common mistake. Moving too fast and using momentum. This exercise is supposed to feel like your core is bracing against your own movement. If it doesn't burn, slow down by 50%. To progress it, add a resistance band looped around your feet. That added tension forces your abs to work even harder to stay stable. Exercise 2. Exercise 2 is the hollow body hold, and this is what gymnasts use to build abs that look carved from stone. It's an isometric exercise, meaning your muscles are under constant tension without moving. And that sustained tension is exactly what stimulates deep muscle fiber development in your rectus abdominis. That's the six-pack muscle itself. Lie on your back. Lift your legs to about 45 degrees, and raise your shoulders off the ground just slightly. Press your lower back firmly into the floor. Arms extend straight overhead. Your body should form a slight C shape, like a rocking chair. Hold that. Breathe through it. Don't let anything drop. Most people break at the lower back immediately. That means your core isn't ready for the full position yet. Start with your knees bent and arms by your sides. Build from there. Target 3 sets of 20 to 45 second holds. When you can hit a minute, you're strong. Exercise 3. Number 3. The rollout. If you have an ab wheel, use it. If you don't, a pair of socks on a smooth floor does the same job. This is arguably the most effective abdominal exercise in existence. It combines anti-extension core strength with full range of motion. Your abs have to fight against being stretched out, which is the highest tension position they can be in. Start on your knees. Grip the wheel or place your palms on the floor with socks. Slowly roll forward, keeping your hips down, back flat, core braced like you're about to take a punch. Go as far as you can control. Then pull yourself back using your abs. If you cave at the lower back on the way out, stop there. That's your current range. Work within it and extend it over weeks. Common mistake, leading with the hips. You should feel this almost entirely in your abs, not your lower back. If your back hurts, you've gone too far. 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps. As you get stronger, go from knees to standing rollouts. That's an elite movement. Alright, we're halfway through. But I need you to stick around because exercise number 4 is the one that almost everyone in the gym is doing completely wrong. And it's actually the move that separates mediocre abs from exceptional ones. Don't skip it. Exercise 4. Here it is. The crunch. Now before you roll your eyes, I'm not talking about the neck-straining, momentum-fueled half-rep nonsense you see in every beginner workout. I'm talking about a full spinal flexion crunch with proper loading and complete range of motion. Your rectus abdominis is a flexion muscle. Its entire job is to bring your rib cage toward your pelvis. So if you want visible abs, you need to train that full range, and you need to add resistance over time. Lie on your back, knees bent. Hold a weight plate, a filled water bottle, a backpack, anything with load, against your chest or extended overhead. Now curl up slowly, bringing your ribs toward your hips. Round your lower back slightly at the top. That's the full contraction. Pause for 1 second. Lower slowly for 3 counts. The mistake? A half rep where you barely lift your shoulders and then drop back down fast. That's using momentum, not muscle. You're cheating yourself of the result. 3 to 4 sets of 12 to 20 reps. Add weight progressively just like you would any other muscle group. Your abs respond to progressive overload. Start light, add load every week or 2. Quick one, if this is actually useful to you, drop a like on the video right now. It genuinely helps more people find this content. And if you want a complete home training program, not just abs, subscribe. We've got you covered. Exercise 5. Last one. And this is the one that targets the lower abs, the hardest part to develop and the part that completes the six-pack. The reverse crunch. The lower portion of your rectus abdominis responds best to posterior pelvic tilt movements, meaning you bring your hips toward your rib cage rather than your rib cage to your hips. That's the exact opposite motion from a standard crunch, and it's why most people's lower abs stay flat even when the upper ones are developed. Lie on your back, hands flat by your sides or under your lower back for support. Bring your knees to a 90-degree angle. Now, using your abs, not momentum, curl your hips up off the floor. Your knees should come toward your chest and your lower back should round slightly upward. Hold at the top for 1 second. Lower with full control. The mistake? Swinging the legs. If you're using a kicking motion to get your hips up, you're using hip flexors, not abs. Go slower. Make every rep deliberate. To make it harder, try it on a declined surface. Use a couch arm, a stack of books, anything that puts your head slightly lower than your hips. Gravity adds resistance immediately. 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Feel that lower ab pull every single rep. So let's recap. 5 exercises. 0 gym required. Dead bug for deep core stability. Hollow body hold for sustained tension and posture. Rollout for anti-extension strength and maximum range. Weighted crunch for building the rectus abdominis through progressive overload. And reverse crunch for the lower abs that finish the job. Do these 3 to 4 times per week. Add load and reps over time. Combine it with a caloric deficit, because abs are revealed in the kitchen as much as the gym, and you will see results you haven't seen before. That's not motivation fluff. That's the actual physiology of how this muscle group works. Here's what I want you to remember when you close this video. Every single person with a great physique started exactly where you are right now. On the floor. With no equipment. Just the decision to show up and do the work correctly. The difference between the people who get results and the people who don't? It's not genetics. It's not a gym membership. It's not a magic supplement. It's consistency and having the right information. You now have both. So put the phone down. Get on the floor. And start rep 1. I'll see you in the next one.